Oscar, nice to see you, mate. The feeling after the game the other night, what were the emotions like when, first of all, when the final whistle went, and then when you realised that, that you'd done a pretty good job against a very good team?
Yeah, I personally was so relieved that we managed to get something from that. Obviously, it's quite hard to go down to 10 men and go down a goal and manage to bring it back, but it just shows the resilience of our team, and I think we're serious contenders for the title.
Sorry to interrupt. Can you please stand a bit closer to the mic? Thank you.
Cool. So what were your instructions when you were sent on?
Just get the ball and go forward and be positive. I think I'd personally rather lose 2 or 3-0 trying to go for it and get a goal than to just accept the 1-0 loss. And it was just get on the ball, go forward, trust myself, and I think I've got a lot of confidence from the last couple of games. So I always back myself to get the ball and shoot and get into good positions. So it's pretty much what Chief told me to do.
And pivotal moment, obviously, winning the penalty that led to the equaliser. When you came together with Jason Geria, did you feel like it was a pen?
Yeah, I think I did. Obviously, similar to the Adelaide one a couple of weeks ago. I always thought that it was a pen, but I had to get up and help out with the defensive work before they gave it. But I didn't really have any doubts. After it happened, I just knew we had to not concede and wait until the ball goes out for him to check the monitor. But I didn't really think that it was going to be anything other than a pen.
Before that, a few minutes before that, you had an opportunity yourself. You get it from Oldie, you move into space. You hit it pretty nicely off your left foot. As it leaves your foot, are you thinking, man, this is in?
Yeah, I think my touch was just a little bit too heavy.
Well, I thought it was good. You moved it into space.
Yeah.
It was all right.
I don't know. I think, it's easy to say in hindsight, but if it was a shorter touch, it might have been closer to the goal. But yeah, I was off balance. I didn't really see the shot. I just saw it leave my foot, and I was kind of hoping, but I heard it hit the advertising board behind, and but I think my first goal's coming, especially with my confidence getting bigger and bigger with each good performance. So I think hopefully soon we'll get that first goal.
Yeah, I'm sure it's coming. But you are providing impact. You come off the bench and provided an assist for Costa against Sydney. You compelled a red card against Adelaide. You won a penalty against Melbourne Victory. You must feel as though you are adding impact in that role off the bench, even though it's not you who's putting the ball in the back of the net. Yeah,
I think I've always come onto the field knowing I can impact something, whether I do or I don't. I think I've just been getting the ball a bit more recently, and each pass I make is more confidence. I can do it, and I think that assist really helped going into the Adelaide game and the game against Victory in the weekend. So it's starting to be a bit of been there, done that now, rather than trying to prove that I can do it.
And I guess there's a little bit of competition for those impact spots, with the likes of Luke Supik getting a couple of games. Gabriel Sloan Rodriguez, haven't seen him yet, but from what I understand, he's a pretty decent young kid as well. Do you feel like every time you go on, even if it's only for 8 to 10 minutes, you do have to actually do something to make sure you retain your spot?
Of course. Like you said, Luke and Gab are excellent players, real young players, really exciting. I think just from my point of view, it's like I just got to come on, work as hard as I can, try and get into good positions, dangerous positions, and affect the game as well. And I think that's, as long as I do that, I think I'll be pretty good.
I'll just ask you about a couple of health issues that you've had recently. As I understand it, it's something to do with your heart, which sounds fairly serious. Can you give us any background?
Just had a bit of heart palpitations and chest pain over the new year, and played through it. Didn't really think much of it, but came back, and I think we were a bit worried about it, but got it all checked, and Obviously missed the Perth game for it, which I was pretty gutted about, but just happy to have it diagnosed and we can play through it now, so it's fine.
So it's not an issue that's going to be ongoing, just something you have to monitor?
Not at all. Like it's real minor. I can play through it. It's not going to affect me. So, yeah.
A couple of questions from Phil Rollo as well. You touched on it a bit before, but what is the message from Chiefy when you go on and you want some impact from you?
It's just really to get on the ball and be confident. I don't think he's expecting me to score, but I think he is expecting me to have an impact, and I think I've been doing that recently. So.
Yeah, you enjoying the role of being the, I suppose, super sub?
Well, I mean, I'd prefer it a bit more to the start, but you know, I think the whole process of getting to start is to do well off the bench, and I think I've been doing that recently. So.
And how much belief has Friday's result given the team after playing, especially the entire second half with this 10?
Oh, like I said before, it's the resilience of the team that I think showed through in the weekend, and I think that going forward, that's going to be quite a big asset we have in our team, and I think it will help us push for the title.
And how much of a blow not having Tim Payne for the next 2 matches?
Of course, so, Tim's a great defender. I always hate coming up against him in training, but we have players who can fill in and do a job in that position. So I don't have any concerns really about us not getting a result against Newcastle and Brisbane. Yeah.
And just a few questions now from News Hub as well. Can you just describe what it's like to play in Sky Stadium when there's a decent crowd compared to, you know, when there's not such a good crowd?
Oh, it's levels. I just find it so exciting. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time, and I think a lot of that was to do with the crowd and they're getting behind us. And you know, it's a fantastic feeling coming on and like having an opportunity, winning a penalty, scoring a last-minute winner, and you have the crowd right behind you, and it's just it's amazing.
And the crowds in Wellington have been building as the team continues its good form. Do you think there could be a similar movement in Wellington to what the Warriors had in Auckland?
Of course. Yeah, that's what I'd be pretty excited to see that and have, you know, sometimes it does feel like it's New Zealand against Australia rather than the Phoenix versus Australia, and I really hope that we can get that similar movement to help us push for trophies this season.
And Nico didn't have anything, but do you have a slogan? Do you have an up the wires for the Phoenix?
Just come on you next.
Well said. Could you, and I suppose, give us a pitch as well, why do you think the whole country should get behind the Phoenix?
Oh, I think, you know, it's the last season before the Auckland team come in, and I just think it's a great opportunity. We're not normally in this position at this point of the season, and I think that the last couple of games that we've played, we've showed that we can really fight against some good quality teams, and I think the second half of the season we're so important with big crowds, and yeah.